Where's the director? This is my money she's spending!
She's been locked away in that room since last night. She's refusing to see anyone.
She hasn't come out at all?
No.
Wait, something's not right. 3, 2, 1, push!
Director?
What happened in here? Is she still alive?
She's still breathing. Call ambulance!
No need. I got the shot.
What?
I set up cameras around the room. I needed to capture an authentic reaction to finding a corpse, and you all just gave it to me. Thank you.
This is a joke! We don't have time for games!
Well, great films aren't made by following conventional methods.
He's playing the hero? Are you crazy? He's a relic!
But he's ambitious, and he's lived the life of the character. To find the most fitting actor for the part and put the best performance out of them. That's the job of a director.
You kidding? You can't just do whatever you want. We have to assess the risk. Stats, market data, that's something we can trust.
But why chase the trend when we could break new ground and create a classic? Trends come and go, but a truly great film is timeless.
No actor's gonna work with you again if you keep torturing them like this.
I'm only asking them to do their jobs. Any Hong Kong stunt performer could do it.
This isn't Hong Kong.
Who says it can't be?
Our winner is a director of remarkable vision with a keen eye for talent and storytelling. Her work has inspired us all. Ladies and gentlemen, the award for Best Director goes to Noire!
Thank you all.
Anything you'd like to say?
Never limit yourself unless it lifts you higher.
Joining us today is Vigil Cadet Liang Yue, who played a pivotal role in cracking the Critter kidnapping case. What's the most important quality for a police officer?
Added discernment and discretion.
She almost sounds like my fuddy-duddy grandpa. They ought to be interviewing you, Poitier.
See, I made the dumb mistake of not having a famous family of arcanists. It's just for the ratings, that's all.
How's it feel, huh? Upstaged by your own rookie?
It's no big deal. Truth is, she earned the spotlight. As the saying goes, Sai Xiang du li nang cheng xuan. You gotta have a heart as big as the outdoors.
Claudia, we have a situation.
Well, where'd you pop up from?
I've been here for a while.
And you didn't think to say something?
时不言，行不语.
You got me there, Cadet.
Sorry, but it's urgent. We've got a report of a thief using levitation arcane skills to escape arrest.
Any more details?
Suspect spotted. Pull over.
Huh? Where?
He ran into the alley.
Crap, we've got ourselves a chase scene. Get back in the car, rookie. Hey! Oh, come on, not everyone can parkour like a kung fu master. Wait for me.
Stop! You have no choice but to surrender.
They're using kittens instead of police dogs now?
What the?
Good work.
Vigil Cadet Liang apprehended the suspect within just 30 minutes. During this lightning-fast operation, an unnamed officer was injured.
Unnamed officer. You're all heart, Poitier. You know that? What? No comment?
For the nukutai, cracking a coconut open is as easy as spotting fish in clear water. All you need to do is find its eyes and the mouth. Then look for a line between the eyes and cut across it. Whack!
A direct hit to their port side. 3 cheers for the captain! For Tutu, stop smacking that ball. What did it ever do to you? Listen, mate. We're here to give you a bit of a taste of the real world, yeah? So, you've got to do what I say.
Yes, Captain Regulus.
Good to hear. Wait, where are your shoes? Books, the vessels of knowledge. Of course, this wise captain can see their true value. But this one's a bit too advanced. You should start on the ones with pictures. Music, the guiding light of the soul. Let this rocking captain show you how it's really played.
Oh, I know this one.
Is that from my drum set?
Woohoo!
Feel that wind, isn't it fab?
It's just like catching real waves.
See anything you like? It's on me. Oh! That was an awesome day.
You're back. Regulus. For Tutu? Rock and roll, Miss Burton. Regulus. A word? What's in your hand for Tutu? It's a souvenir. This little island looks just like Nukateao.
The Free Breeze is a ship that fills every sailor's heart with delight. It's quick and vibrant, like sunlight on the gloomy sea, bringing music and joy to every port.
Miss Barcarola! I'm so excited for your performance!
And I can't wait for you to hear it. It's my goal for every guest to experience an unforgettable musical journey with me, and the sweet sounds of my crackling box. I'll be performing with this, my crackling box.
Ms. Barcarola, are you certain you want to use that in your exam?
Yes, sir. Silly little girl, always daydreaming. I can almost hear the whispers behind their forced smiles. Everyone says the Cremonese are inseparable from their violins, and I'm not supposed to be any different.
Then go out into the world. Our family name will open doors for you in any orchestra. Or just tell them you're from Cremona and show them your violin.
No, Mama. I won't travel as just another violinist from Cremona or Stradivarius luthier. I want to go as just me.
That was a masterpiece! Miss Barcarola, my spirit is uplifted and I feel as though I have transcended the bounds of all joy. Your music is like a gift from the muses themselves!
Thank you, sir. But maybe you could leave your kind words in the cruise's travel album? Instead of yelling so loud people back in port could hear.
Seems to me I've always wanted to fly. You've only practiced how many times now, Flutterpage? Do I got to go higher to take off?
Mind yourself, Liberty. I'm cleaning.
Birds fly because they got wings. So, where do I get mine? Huh? Dad?
I told you not to use your arcane skill in public.
But it just happens.
Okay. All right. Okay, alright, okay. We are doing some shit today.
I'm already awake. The only reason I haven't gotten out of bed is... Oh, you see,
Absolute hot,
us
yeah.
machines still
Absolute
drain
hot
battery
wheels.
during sleep
And the
mode, so
squirrel
we've
looks
got to stay
interesting.
extra cozy
I'm
to keep
more
our
surprised that
batteries
she got
warm.
power crept by a lower rarity unit than by a fucking squirrel. But I mean, hey, Euphoria exists, right? Alright. Okay, we're doing a Noire story today. There's been another new... Okay, well, hit me with it, hit me with it. Let's just clear some stuff out real quick.
Listen up! My next performance, bubble bursting! Stars. For everyone.
A must see. Alright, cool. Thank you, Evil. Thank you, thank you.
That weren't even as tough as waking up an old factory man.
Must see. Oh, God. Easy peasy. Oh, no paradox for that one. Unfortunate. Have the codes for 2.6 come out yet, or is that later? Also, it's my mic all the way over there. Hang on. Okay. Oh wait. What is this for? Oh. Okay. Okay. Does that help? Boy. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and clear this shit out so I don't have to worry about it, and then we'll get right to it, yeah? Down.
The puppy wishes to come along.
I still don't know how this team works, or what you're supposed to do. Initially, we're doing all the tests for the 1.6 rerun. There's one I with. Yeah, I think I did most of them. I think there's still a couple more I have to do. I don't know if I have to redo the hard modes. No, I have to do the hard modes, actually. I didn't do them the first time around. Just because I ran out of time. Hang on, let me check it real quick.
You.
So how does a pickles team work exactly? Like,
Everything
what do I
smoothly.
do?
Shall we
How do I make the use out of Euphoria pickles? Alright, let me see what I still need to do for this 1.6 thing. Oh, it's all done. Look at that. In that case, I just have to farm out the shop, and I think that's pretty much it. Then I can go back to farming. Oh, this was the last thing I needed. Damn. Right, so once I'm done with dust, I can go back to showdown. Not bad, not bad.
The puppy wishes to come along.
You have a little faith in me, Master. Colorful clouds. The sign of the Del Rey. It won't last. You're you. Noble are coming. Give them a warm welcome. You're you. Noble are coming. I look forward to punishing you.
Alright. Cool, just left pickles behind your mineral DPS. That's it? Oh, welcome in,
Shall we
guys.
have another round?
That's it? Cool. Easy, easy. Turn this shit off. Alright. We are doing, what's her face? Hot Wheels lady.
I have a recording from a time
Why
when
am
the
I
lamps
159
went
again? Did I
dark
just level up?
and
Wait, did I just
bonfires
level
were
up?
fed with scrap and
I
old
did.
newspaper.
Fucking
I worked at a
It's
theater
fine.
one winter.
It's fine. It's
Many,
fine.
many years ago.
Oh, okay. Apparently Limbo's getting changed in oh, is it the change where they're adding the new level, and then if you clear a certain point, you cleared everything prior? Is that the one? Because I've been waiting for that one. Because honestly, Limbo's kind of tedious. I'm not gonna lie to you. Xavier Lamborghini woman. Yes, exactly. Lamborghini woman. No, I got the jukebox. Right. Wow, onion. Cool. Alright. Let's do the thing. Once I grab these. The fortune.
I have a recording from a time when the lamps went dark.
Alright, I think that's everything we can do. I skimmed the announcement post, but it seems like there's a 4-stage mode, then a 7-stage mode instead of a 6-stage mode every 2 weeks. Oh, I see, I see. That's not too bad then. I mean, that still really cuts down on it, which is nice. Not that. God, I have to do voyages again, gosh. Where is she? The Great Trickster. Let's do her survey first, because I still don't know what this woman does. Something about ultimate, but I couldn't tell you, honestly. More clear drops. Oh, thank God. I have been, struggling with clear drops. Considering I pulled Noire. Let's do... I don't know how this team works.
Ready?
I'm assuming I just do all my channels first, right?
Props, get ready.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like how hers looks so similar to Lopero's. I'm never gonna know.
Need to reshoot.
Why are they so
really
orange, man?
Please, allow me.
Armed and dangerous, I
The
can't make
audience
anything.
will love this. Yes, this is perfect.
So Noire's like ult spam or something, right? What do I have to know about that? Like, do I have to do something to make that, to enable that, or what? This
Get
one.
ready. This is going to be a crowd pleaser.
This one.
I've got some trouble brewing.
This one. Yeah, right now. Let's hold that.
Ready? Aim. Wait for the pop.
The team that they give her in the survey is weird. Oh, so this is not the team I would be using with her. I mean, I don't have Libero, but this is not what I would be using. Because I think what she wants is debuffs, right? So it'd be her, Logger, and like Anna or something, right? Miss aim. It's like 6's physical damage on debuff damage. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, so it requires like a bit of setup then, huh? Let's see here. This one.
Get ready.
Is this Lopera or hers?
I've got some
It's
trouble brewing.
Lopera's.
Need to reshoot.
Perfectly
understood.
If I was smart, I would have used this earlier. We'll just hold off on that.
Ready? Hello, master. Focus.
Initial case, no doing more damage than Nala. Really? Wait, is she really? Wasn't paying attention.
I never miss. Most of the time, anyway. 3.
Anjo and Kakanya should not be here. Oh, really? Kakanya even? I assume Kakanya just went anywhere. Shit. And I assumed Anjo was just here because she does ult stuff as well, but...
3, 2,
Wait, okay.
action.
What causes her to just spam her ult like this? I want to know. Because this is kind of funny.
3, 2,
Brother.
1, action.
Sure, I guess. I'll take it. Why not?
Sweet dreams.
Wait, okay, so someone explain to me why that happened. Absolutely cinema. Actually, though. That was weird.
Oh please,
Just
I
shoot
know
him
how
a
to
little
use a
bit.
simple arcade. Oh please, I know how to use.
Get
I
ready.
probably should have done that first, it doesn't matter. Armed again. Yeah. Oh, she did not do as much damage as I thought she would.
Did you?
C2. Oh, P2 more, I see. So does she do her ults based on how much damage she has? Oh wait, Noire in a nutshell, inflicts when debuff plus negative status, use one of her cards to draw status effects from one character. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. So does she like scale off of debuffs, or how does that work?
Get ready.
Xbox ready. Aim.
A simple
Or just kill this dude.
The audience will love this.
Fire.
Oh, they're really just giving me a hard time.
hurt longer.
They die, man. There we go. Yeah, the actor Noire's filming, she's feeling really perfectionist today. Wait, that's a good point. She's just redoing the take over and over again. It's kind of funny. Named after colors. Okay. Scale a lot of debuffs, 6 slow. Okay, I see. So what causes her to spam ult then? Red. Click. Even in the pitch dark, Noire manages her way into the studio with ease. Film studio. Azing, fire up the spare generator. Azio, Ado, get the lights. I'm guessing those, yeah, puppets. 3 puppets scurry out from the wheelchair, their small animated figures fussing noisily before the miniature generator starts whirring. It's more time. It is more time. Hi, Fructose, how are you? Welcome in. Ka. Shadow shift as her puppets split through the darkness with the generator now humming. One of them hurries towards the spotlight. Ka. The puppet fumbles in the darkness, misaligning its aim. The spotlight beams into Noire's eyes, still fragile from the lack of light. Reacting on impulse, Noire raises her hand against the light. Her displeasure saturates the puppet's wooden minds like an unspoken command. In its rush to fix the spotlight, the puppet Azu trips over the complex mesh of wires in the shadows, setting off a cascade of entanglements. Like a row of dominoes collapsing in the dark, the chaos builds with each moment careening into disaster. The other puppets freeze on the spot, their wooden limbs stiff with hesitation, while Azu, overwhelmed, twists and writhes on the floor, its non-existent wooden spine bending in imagined distress. Are these things fucking sentient? What the hell, man? That's weird. Noire is twisted away from the lamp as she slowly allows her eyes to adjust to the red twilight. Oh. Surrounded by vivid red, Noire's gaze locks onto the clear divide between her dark silhouette and the glowing wall. Red is blood and passion. It's also the fading light of dusk, the fires of damnation, and the tenderest warmth. She lets her mind, now alight with ideas, flow seamlessly into the fiery crimson hue. Atta. The confusion clouding Azu's mind fades as it figures out how to move its own body. It seems unsure how or even whether it should rectify its misstep. Stop. Azu's extended hand is suspended in the air, and the red light's edge swells around her shadow. Flames, fire, the genesis of civilization. Creation and destruction, an endless cycle, eternal and unstoppable. Noire lets her mind wander, drinking in the vivid, singular hue. Did you see the part 0 at the beginning? Oh, shit. I forgot about the part 0 because I accidentally, like, clicked on Noire's thing and then had to skip through it. So I haven't actually seen it yet. There's probably a way to play that, right? Or what, am I gonna have to go on YouTube for it? There's a thing for Chinese and sentient wooden dolls. Yeah, apparently. I'm just... Why are they sentient, man? What the heck? Catching the ripples of her delight, Azu folds over and lies flat on the floor. Flames, my desires falling and rising, devouring with every breath. Man, you silly. Yeah. I didn't know it would play as soon as I opened the thing, which is kind of annoying. She traces the curves of her hand, imagining a tiny fire resting within her palm. Yes? Okay, so I can go back and check that after this note. This fire is what has kept me burning. Red 1980. We sing. I'll be damned. You've actually got a professional setup going on here. Oh, is this when they just recruited her? Hurry Jun and Qixing enter behind Noire. The stale air of the room is punctuated by the soft clack of Qixing's lollipop tapping her teeth. The sound feels heavy, as if dropping to the floor before it can travel any further. Square boxes, boxes with lights, boxes with buttons. What's the deal with all this stuff? Qixing's eyes sweep across the room, finding little to be impressed with. Her hand comes to hover over some machinery. She gives it a curious tap before her fingers inch towards the inviting buttons. This stuff costs more than most people make in a lifetime. Qixing scoffs, hovering her fingers over the tempting buttons. It's probably best if you don't touch anything, and it might be a good idea to put on some slippers while you're in here. I'm alert. Oh yeah, for sure, Stas. Don't worry about it. Hey, Mask, how are you? You can still see the menu. Okay, I got you. It's 3 minutes long. Okay, cool. We'll do that after this one then. A little bit out of order. It's fine. Being shorter, if just barely, she always finds herself tilting her head up towards her. She avoids meeting Qixing's eyes. Slippers are by the door. They're disinfected. Grab any pair that fits. Qixing scans her eyes over to a cabinet filled with identical white slippers. Hello, Noire. Hello, younger Noire. Hurry-jun, accustomed to the routine, trades her boots for slippers and sets her footwear by the door. You must get a lot of traffic in here to have all those things. There always seems to be someone that needs to go over things here. Noire strides over to the printer, looking back with a half smile. Let me guess, you forgot the script we gave you, right? We're going to need it. Don't worry, I'll print out another copy. Teresa, would you go through the notes I jotted down earlier? Of course. Qixing casts a sharp look at Noire before following Teresa to the slipper rack, giving no thought to the size. So you said you make movies. Anything I would have seen? Do any of those posters look familiar to you? Noire's reply drips with condescension. Their tension feels like a rubber band about to snap. Oh, so just from the very start, they're just not... Okay. With every intention of ignoring the posters, she leans over the devices near her, trying to decipher their English labels. She scans them methodically before arriving at a particular oddity. The atmosphere is a bit lesbian. Yeah, they're, quite a bit of tension here. Is this a handheld camera? How old is this thing? It's always lesbian. Yeah, exactly. Like, this is lesbian the game. She takes the bulky handheld camera and turns it over in her hand, scrutinizing it from all angles. That's the first camera I ever owned. It's been with me for more than a decade. I've never had the heart to let it go. A decade? From the 70s, that's crazy. Qixing looks up with unconcealed astonishment. Cameras like this have only just started showing up in the local markets. It's a Super 8 camera. I think I was 16 when I got it. Rather, that doesn't make sense. What? Because this was a decade ago. This scene is a decade ago, so she would be 30 here, and then a decade earlier than this, she'd be 21. Well, I guess she did say around 20, or around a decade. You've been shooting movies since you were a kid? Noire nods. That's around the same age I started writing scripts, about 15 or 16. You two go that far back then. She places the camera down delicately as if it were a priceless antique. Actually, we met at university. We were in the same class. Oh. Qixing returns the camera before shifting back to the duo as they set out their papers. And I would have just been another girl pouring drinks at a street corner ice house. Making movies was never even on my radar. Until I happened to be there to scare off some creep trying to hit on a girl. Now you two weirdos are telling me I'm lead actress material. She eyes them from head to toe and back again, trying her best to conceal her real thoughts. She bridges the lingering silence again. See, she suddenly feels the urge to withdraw into the silence, but that's never been her way. Less than an hour ago, I stepped into a high-end car, stepped out into a mansion, ditched my busted-up sneakers at the door, and walked into someone else's life. I always figured life-changing moments came at you with a bang, like an egg exploding in a microwave. Something you could pinpoint down to the second. But it's funny. Once you're finally in your stride, you forget exactly where it all began. All I know is I feel like this is a whole new stage for my life. Chasing removes the lollipop from her mouth. Keeping her composure, she turns back around, determined not to show her growing sense of envy. So, how did all this start out? Start out? You mean when did we start working together? Jen glances quickly at Noire's turn back. Not that, I mean just finding your passion and sticking with it. She had loved painting once, then playing the harmonica, but her passion for them always dwindled away. The struggle for survival and sustenance grew like an overinflated balloon, leaving no room for anything else in her mind. So true. Steering clear of her father's former cellmates, covering rent for the month, staying alive, figuring out how to spend even less just to get by, endlessly innovating new ways to make it to the next day. She had fought every day against life, against hunger and strict reform school teachers, while these two indulged in their hobbies, basking in the gentle warmth of privilege. Is this what the world looks like behind the spotless marble walls? I just wanted to write, so I did, and I kept at it. Using something with a lollipop in his mouth, please. Please, that's sugar, man. Can't have that. It's not good for your nutrition. Chasing waits, but Teresa seems to have flustered over what to say. Seems to have flustered, that's wording's a little bit strange. She works better with a pen in hand, crossing out and rewriting words until her ideas take shape. It started as a simple slip of the tongue. Noire, still standing at the printer, picks up the dropped conversation. I remember my mother reading me a bedtime story. She told me that the princess shouldn't have taken a bite of that apple. But I couldn't help thinking, how would that make any sense? Then the princess would be stuck in that cottage with those weird bearded guys forever. The story would lose all its appeal. But it's a comfortable life, man. And then I asked myself, what if she didn't eat the apple? Then what would happen next? I imagined her finding a bear, one followed by a hunter, or perhaps saving a villager that she'd fall in love with. The printer drones on as Noire gathers a portion of the script and turns to face, chasing. That's when I decided I'd create my own stories. Sounds like you should have been a screenwriter like Little Jun here. Hearing someone over 10 years her junior call her Little Jun, Teresa feels compelled to say something, but ultimately bites back her words. Words weren't enough for me. Flipping through that fairy tale, I came to a conclusion. Pictures could carry my story farther than words ever could. This fairy tale is so ass. Yeah, apparently. She's, very demanding. But even that wasn't enough. I wanted to be taken seriously. And what was taken seriously? Movies, television, mediums that captivate the masses. Each moving image adds layers to the story, then the music, each part amplifying the narrative. That's why I picked up a camera, because I wanted to tell my story through its lens. But even now, it still isn't enough. It isn't enough. Noire flips on the television. The screen depicts a reel of film burning. I've seen this before. Chasing's memories recede back to a moment in time, ducking into the dark of the movie theater to escape her father's rougher acquaintances. I knew from the first time I saw it that this was more than just a movie for this guy. He was always chasing something bigger, chasing the light, chasing the shadows. His camera's pointed right at the rising sun just as dawn broke. What is she talking about? Oh. He wanted that shot so bad that he let the sun cook his eyes and burn his film. He got his dawn and then it got him. Still, you've got to hand it to the guy. So you are familiar with my work, after all. Noire says as if confirming the obvious.
It was my first hit. The one that really made a name for me in the industry.
The film's last frame was a pure block of red. That's all it took for people to box me into a style. You could say that red gave me everything, but then it took it all away. That was the final. Oh, and a car accident. To be continued. Alright, let's go check out that that cutscene real quick. Oh, are there, oh, there's many games in this one as well. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Cool. The art of storytelling in film began the moment directors realized the audience could weave meaning between scenes.
Thus came in the technique of montage.
Oh. Did she cross a red light? Oh, did she run a red light? Wait, that suddenly makes sense. Fructose realized something. What did Fructose realize? Yeah, okay. Damn, that's crazy. So it's kind of her fault then, isn't it? Like her own, like, I guess, obsession kind of led to her sort of downfall. Delicate blue light sculpts the edge of Noire's cheekbone and her... cannot read. And in her eyes, the reflection of a glowing screen. Editing, yay, editing. We love editing, right? Best part of the fucking thing. Brian Finn's house, actually, but yeah. And I think this is also Spathadia's room as well. Once sound was only a dream, then a distant companion, onward until sound and image became inseparable, and now we live in the era of digital editing. It's you, Red. The screen's flashes reflect in Noire's eyes. What will come next? Movies projected straight from my mind to the audience, or visuals seamlessly streamed into theirs? Beneath the rapid flicker of the convex screen lies a colorful composition formed by thousands of units distorted faintly along the curved glass. Noire slides the cursor with precision, placing a clip neatly onto the editing timeline. Goddamn editing. The tools get slicker, but the core of a story is the same old song we've always sung. Trim, select, position, merge.
Try as we might to disguise it, stories are just lies with good marketing.
Beneath the crescendo of keystrokes and mouse movements, Noire's pointer shifts her video segments from one track to another. On the screen, the man's tear-streaked face hangs in a delicate balance between despair over death and elation for rebirth. A single crisp noise, and then all is dark. Oh no, did she save? There is nothing in the silence, nothing but the dark. The fan keeps spinning for a moment longer, dwindling to a stop under its own inertia. Blackout. The neighborhood outside is a curtain of darkness. At least that confirmation saves her the trouble of another breaker box routine. Damn it, the footage I just cut, don't tell me it's all lost. There's no way this software doesn't autosave, right? Lady, you're in the 90s, there's no way that thing autosaves. So this is the curse of new tech, huh? Cutting edge, but unreliable when it really matters. I guess every solution starts off as a band-aid for disaster. Thank God it was just some test footage. If it were an actual film... Noire drops her fingertips on the rim of her wheel, the sharp clicks and soft reverberations grounding her, a reminder not to linger too long in hypotheticals. If this were an actual film, I'd be hitting save every few minutes just to keep saying. After composing herself, Noire tilts to one side, her voice calm and low as she speaks to the wheelchair.
Hagabina.
Two puppets on either side of her wheels move deftly in response, ushering Noire to her studio. Noire's set, as she calls it. To be continued. That's a whole scene back. I thought it'd be like a trailer or something, or like a thingy. Alright, what is the minigame for this one? Even while she sleeps, her mind and consciousness remains active, constantly engaged. Her year of creativity and independence takes form, ready to be brought to life upon waking. Now let's see if we can turn it all into reality. Okay, oh, so it's like a platformer then. That seems simple enough. I'm going to make it disappear in order to proceed. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Wait, that's kind of fun. What do I change? Red? Yeah. Watch out for the green blocks ahead. They're stacked in a way that can't be pushed. I'll find a way to make them disappear with them. Okay, we'll go to green then. Easy peasy. Okay, that's not bad. Maybe it's called the Great Twister since she's tricking us with a fancy autosave technique. Stories are good lies with marketing. Yeah, I figured that's the case. Like, the whole idea of making a movie in general is to trick the audience, at least for a time, right? Into believing something that isn't true. I do wonder if it has something to do more with her personal story though as well though. Probably they like to do these parallels. I haven't read it yet. Oh, okay, alright. Cool. Miss Noire. Vitals are stabilizing. Oh, okay, so we're in it. Alright. Probably the easiest minigame of any character anecdote so far, yeah. Yeah, because most of them are actually puzzles. This one's just a platformer. I'm sorry, but the patient is still unconscious. She can't answer your questions right now. Blue, 1982, so 2 years after. Blue. Ward. The instant Noire opens her eyes, agony ripples through her body, fracturing into a haze of static that clears to reveal a sterile blue hospital. Enough ran a red light, yeah. But her own suffering is not what first comes to mind. What's the progress on the film? Her assistant springs to attention the moment she hears Noire's voice, like a puppet pulled up on a string. Lynn, you're awake. Have we seen her before? I feel like we have. The last recollection is vivid, the glare of harsh light, the feeling of weightlessness, the crushing impact, and the sound of shattering glass. Pain and panic creeping in. What's the progress on the film? The flow of her breath carries the words out of her mouth weakly, still muddied by her scattered, dreamlike stupor. The urgency of it overcoming all obstacles. We have? Okay. Yeah, I feel like she was in the main story. The film is on hold for now. Everyone was too exhausted to go on, so I suggested they go home and rest. Excuse me. Noire's assistant who called in the police. Oh, okay, yeah. The writing team's still brainstorming the big climax. They need more time to get it down. It was precisely the climactic moments of her latest film, Shadow Spy, that were failing to meet both her investors and her own expectations. The crew had been running on overdrive for months, striving to produce a cut that could satisfy both parties. Your first priority should be resting up. I need to get home. Her studio there was more than just a workplace space for Noire. It was where her thoughts came into alignment, where so many scripts had been given life. Considering your current state, I think staying here will be the wisest choice. Not one to repeat herself, Noire tries to sit up, but her body doesn't move with her. Pain. It shoots through her spine, burrowing into her brain. It spreads to her arms as if biting through the marrow of her bones until it stops. A flash of pity passes across her assistant's face. Huh? The legs don't hurt at all. They're still there, limply splayed out under her hospital gown, yet Noire cannot spur them to move. Lynn is sitting at the edge of her bed. She seems to wordlessly offer 1,000 apologies, but it isn't her fault. You don't remember, do you? Car accident after leaving the set? You suffered severe nerve damage. Lynn quickly follows up with another statement, trying to soften the blow. The doctors think there might be a chance you can recover. The doctors are liars. They find whoever did this to me, brother. She falls back into the bed, allowing her head to sink fully into the hospital pillow. The police came by while you were out. The doctor said they'd notify them when you woke up. How long do I need to be here? They said you'll have to go through some rehabilitation. I don't know how long. The doctor wanted to wait until you were awake. Noire lifts her chin, attempting a nod. What about the script? It was in the car with me. What's left of your car will be in the impound lot. Everything inside it is probably going to be evidence. But I printed a fresh copy for you. Let me know if it looks okay. I've also attached some new outlines for the writers for you to think over. Thank you. She takes the script and presses the button on her morphine injector before leafing through the page. They just let her have that? What? That's crazy, man. Here you have to like ask constantly, and Slavey still might be like, nah man, we can't be giving you that shit. I'd like to be alone now. Lynn holds a look at her employer for a brief moment. Alright, get some rest. Holloway Hospital. panting. Once the door shut, Lynn leans against the hallway corridor, breathing as if she had just avoided her own near-death experience. Before she can compose herself, she notices that her colleagues have arranged themselves nearby. So her highness has finally awakened. I don't know if they're being sarcastic, but that's kind of brass if they are, isn't it? Yeah. How did she take the news? She seems calm. Of course, she'd never let herself break down in front of you. Meanwhile, we're one all-nighter away from a meltdown. After all that she's put us through, doesn't it kind of make you believe in karma? Oh god, they do not like her. That's crazy. Her insurance covers this. They're in, oh yeah, they're in America actually, aren't they? This is San Fran, I think. What do you think? Was it someone on the crew behind the wheel of that other car? Place your bets. Oh wow, okay. It doesn't matter how it happened. At least we'll finally get a little break. Maybe not so little. Do you think the film can survive this? As the realization jumps from person to person, all eyes turn to Lynn. Then you know that company we asked you to look into. Have you heard anything back from them? Yeah, but the pay definitely won't be higher than what we're getting now. Can you handle that? Honestly, I think we're trading years off our lives for this paycheck. I'm not sure. As much as hell as the job can be, at least it pays the bills. Each co-worker vents their own particular grievances, fading out from the griping. Lynn steals a glance through the narrow hospital window. Hey, Autumn, how are you? Welcome in. Yeah, we're going through Noire's story right now, man. She must have been so brutal. Yeah, they are not responding well to her at all. They seem fucking ecstatic. What the hell? Oh, Noira's propped herself up against her pillow, absent-mindedly biting down on an empty ballpoint pen while sketching storyboards. I cannot read. While sketching storyboards onto the script using the exposed ink cartridge. Hey, let's go. Yeah, let's go. She hasn't even bothered to pull the blanket over her legs. Alright. The guilt creeps in no matter how bad things could get, complaining about someone at a time like this. Everyone should head home and get some rest. Sticking around for our diva, huh? I don't envy you, Lynn. Alright, we'll be off then. Bye. Their farewell is light and casual, their voices distort as they disappear down the busy hallway. The door is not soundproof. Oh god damn. Oh no. They're just employees to me. I don't care what they say or think so long as they follow my directions. And they don't impede my vision. She really... Okay, so the lack of care is mutual then. But I can't let this reach a point where it interferes with my work. Miss Noire, the nurse just came by with some news. Oh. Having dealt with some paperwork, Lynn returns to the ward to find Noire sitting up in bed with a vacant expression. Her legs are dangling off the side of the bed and her gown is damply sticking to her legs. What happened? Lynn rushes over. I could use some more water. She notices a thermos on the ground by the bed, steam rising from the open top. Hot water. She hurriedly frees up her hands to grab the thermos, only to realize that Noire's feet are dripping scalding water onto the floor. The heat has turned the skin on her feet bright red, yet her face is blank and emotionless. Does it hurt? She knows the answer, but looking at the burns running down her leg, she can't help but feel the pain for her. I didn't feel a thing. It was as if the burnt skin had nothing to do with her at all. Lynn hesitates, her hands slackening, and Noire's legs slide roughly back into the bed. Oh, sorry, just sorry, alright. What is it?
Sorry.
My hand slipped. That's not what I'm asking about. Noire looks at Lynn like she would a reel of film. Did you have something to do with the crash? No. Then why do you have so much guilt in your eyes? Because... Lynn opens her mouth, but the words catch in her throat and she avoids answering the question. I apologize. I didn't mean anything by it. I didn't mean nothing by it. But this is how it's always been. Once she promises to change, Noire stops challenging her. I'm not reprimanding you. I just want to know, why do you keep looking at me like that? There's no anger in her voice at all, even now with her legs burned and the water on the floor slightly spreading beneath the bed. Because Lynn can't bring herself to look her in the eye, but she knows Noire will not give up without an answer. I sympathize with you. Oh, that's interesting. Sympathy. The word hangs over her head like a thought just out of reach. Sorry. No need to apologize. Sympathy. I guess I was right after all. Noire picks up the script and writes the word on the final blank page. Sympathy. Excuse me. She says it again, scoffing this time. Perhaps that's why the perfect climax had always eluded me. Her pen draws rings around the word. It's a natural emotion. Teresa, I'm sure, would have appreciated it, accepted it for what it is, but I won't. But I'm filming a movie, something for the masses. I need that kind of resonance for the masses. It has nothing to do with you. She looks up at Lynn. No need to sympathize with me. This accident, it's no big deal because it won't stop me from making my films. I won't see this as some kind of setback, as long as it doesn't get in the way of filming. Conviction in her words begins to turn Lynn's sympathy into something else. Lynn is almost ashamed to have felt sorry for her.
Okay.
She nods. It isn't her place to set her limits, not now. So, what were you saying? Oh. Lynn looks down at her now empty hands and begins searching the room, spotting the accident report resting half soaked by the dissipating patches of water. It must have slid off the table and onto the floor during the commotion. The words have already blurred on the waterlogged pages as Lynn yanks it from the floor. It's your accident report. I thought you might want to read it. Noire takes a damp stack, flipping straight to the conclusion. I ran a red light. Yeah, she's the one who ran the red light. That's crazy. Noire's brow tightens. No screen lights all the way, I'm sure of that. She turns to the window, catching sunlight reflecting from the trees. It's on her, then. So I guess it's... yeah, it is just kind of her own obsession that kind of led to this. Green. Not too late. No, we're only on stage 3, actually, Badu. No worries. Oh, there's only 7 for this one. That's crazy. No, you're good. You're good. Oh. A bundle of white paper is tossed into the brazier. This isn't a bad spot. She lounges in her wheelchair, watching the distant lake with a narrowed gaze. The setting sun's light is refracted into countless golden streaks over its waves. Looks like I'm late, John. It took longer than I expected to get from my wheelchair to the driver's seat. Green, 1982. White 7 instead of 8. I think she's the only one that has 7. Yeah. I mean, yeah, all of them pretty much have 8. I think a couple of them have like more. Like 6 has 10, I think. It looks like it took you a few months. The voice drips with unveiled disgust. Noire closes her eyes in resignation with disgust. What? You don't seem so worse for wear. Freaky grin like you. With Teresa gone, their mutual dislike had festered into something truly unpleasant. Oh, this is after Teresa's died. Chasing walks between Noire and Hilary Jen's grave, placing the flowers carefully on her tombstone. I'm not sure why I'm surprised you found a way to hate me after all this time. Chasing looks back in anger, her eyes like arrows aimed at Noire. Surprised, really? Why would you be surprised? Didn't you get an inkling of it at her funeral? Oh right, you weren't there. Noire freezes up, an immovable object to Chising's unrelenting force. It would be wiser for them both if there was a change of topic. You're the one who's been bringing these flowers. Yeah, what's it to you? You're never here. You don't deserve to be here. They won't confirm what happened because they said she hit a car, but they didn't find that car, so we're not sure if there was an accident. What else would it be, though? And what about you? She puts her on the back foot with that reply. I want to set things right. I messed up the ending of CO7 and now I gotta live with it. Chasing lowers herself until her head finds a crooked rest on the gravestone. Reunion of three swallows. I should have told her sooner. I actually liked it. Now it's too late. Too damn late. Noire guides her puppets to push the wheelchair forward, her hand patting softly on Chising's shoulder. Not your fault. We already shielded her from so much of this. If Teresa had to face the expectations for CO7 too, it would have only been worse for her. I'm sure you have some idea about how far-fetched our investors can be with their profit margins. The banal words find a deep purchase in her. Chising clenches the grave until her knuckles are white. So is that the cost then? Her life? Chising at last realizes whose hand is on her shoulder. She shoves the hand aside, standing up to distance herself from Noire. It wasn't meant to have an ending like this. Not her and not CO7. You think CO7 would just bow out and walk away? Ever? That's just your own fairy tale. Her gaze falls to the photo stuck on the black gravestone, her fingers unconsciously tracing it. June opened my eyes to a whole new way of life. Without her, I'd just be another rat scurrying the alleyways of this godforsaken city. She didn't do one damn thing wrong. It was you and this company. I'm done with Noire. Chising turns and walks away, uninterested in Noire's response. She moves swiftly along the narrow trail between the tombstones. People driving the US like they're getting chased by a gorilla, like it was definitely a car that hit Noire's. It depends on where they are. I mean, San Francisco, yeah, probably, honestly. No, they're LA. Even worse. LA's fucking awful. Hate LA. The weight of her thoughts drags her head down. Should have come sooner. In the main story, they said it was the cursed movie's fault. But it wouldn't have been cursed at that point, would it? Because Hurry-jun dies after Noire's accident, right? Which means the movie wouldn't have been cursed at that point. 2 months prior, near the set of Shadow Spy, a sudden recollection makes Noire slam her fist into the steering wheel. And also, it's only cursed after, like, it absorbed all those people's, like, souls or whatever. So, I mean, that would have taken some time as well. A sudden steering wheel. It's always market viability with them, isn't it? This is supposed to be CO7's most intense outburst in the film. Emotions, it's always emotions. Noire pulls off to the shoulder of the road. The busy street pulses with the sound of speeding cars behind her. Just a matter of time until a motorcycle patrol will pass by to slap her with a ticket. Her nerves are fried from lack of sleep. She's been working herself to exhaustion, trying to fix the troubles plaguing Shadow Spy. Oh, this is the accident. Where do I go from here, Teresa? The moment she speaks her name, her death is much more... Oh! Okay, no, I was wrong then. She died before the accident. Oh, okay, I see. She was in the middle of a planning session when the news came in. She didn't stop then. She didn't let it hit her. She kept trying to outrun her grief. But it hit her all the same. While revising her protagonist's key scenes with the crew, Noire catches Lynn jotting down the time for Hurry-jun's funeral. What's the point? To say a few words in front of a cold stone. It won't bring her back. She won't hear any of our voices again. You think the soul really exists? What do you think, Teresa? Are you out there? Are you listening? Hello, Teresa? A long, dreadful silence follows, and Noire's lips curl into a sickening smile. What the hell am I doing? Back in her car now, she fumbles her hand into the glove box, retrieving a painfully empty cigarette case. The case flies out from the car window. A second passes, and she forces herself out to get it. More of a domino effect, not the tape's fault. Yeah. I think it's just a combination of just her being kind of stricken with grief and all that. Young Noire, actually, though, yeah. I mean, you say young, but she's still older than us. Goddamn. She twists the crinkled gold foil into a strip and slips it into her mouth. So remember that souls indeed exist, yeah. To some extent, they exist. The essence of a person or something like that. Plus, we have ghosts. The flimsy taste of tobacco only makes her more restless. She kicks the car door in frustration. A script from who knows how long slides down from the back seat. Shadow Spy. It's got the blockbuster appeal her investors wanted, a few innovative concepts to please herself, and even some big names for marquee. Still, Noire can't shake the feeling the script isn't good enough. She and Teresa used to read through new scripts on their own first, then meet to share their interpretations. The only marks on this script are her own. Teresa had already left the production before the latest script was printed, and now she was gone. When they first met, Noire only knew that she was Teresa, a girl with an elegant, if slight figure and an appreciation for stories. It was only when that graceful girl first spoke of Hong Kong that she realized they had a home in common. Yet, though she knew she had another name, between them it had always been Teresa, just as she had always been Noire. But Hui Jun is etched onto her tombstone. The name of her friend had died with her. Hui Jun. Could you help me out one more time, Jun? Noire is overwhelmed by a sudden impulse, a drive that almost seems to defy all reason.
Like the old days.
We were in my studio, at my place. The engine fires up, causing the car to rumble. Head to Teresa's grave. Help me find the location. I'm sure Lynn's probably marked it in my planner somewhere. At her command, the puppets spring into motion, searching for the location and then proudly displaying their discovery. That's it. With a shift of gears and a push of the pedal, the engine growls forward. Her vehicle cuts through the dust, vanishing into the distant darkness of the asphalt road ahead. Okay, just listen to that engine. She is flooring it. Didn't even bother checking for the light. So there I am, too tired and too wired. Every light I saw was green to me, even the red one, then bang. A gentle gust of wind brushes past, slipping the white paper in the brazier over. The other side of the white paper is filled with words, losing a battle slowly to the growing fire. Well, finally I'm here, Jun. You were always the people pleaser, bending over backwards to meet everyone's expectations, and then you'd stand in the background with that "don't mind me" smile on your face, making them all forget just how crucial you were. And Bob looked, nah, no, apparently not. You're gone, I get that, but how the hell am I supposed to let you go? Blackened fragments of paper and gray ash intertwined with a ribbon of red below her. Show me what I need to see, just one last time. The heat lifts the sparks, sending them over the rich green and shimmering orange until they vanish from view. Okay. Red. I don't know what this one is. Blue? Nope, can't do that. Must be activated. Okay, it's a button. Right. Oh, I have to put something there, huh? Is there like a... Okay, that doesn't help. And... Sorry. Man. Oh, this block here, I see it. Tobacco addict? I mean, yeah. From what I understand, people in China like to smoke quite a lot. Brother, please. Okay, where am I going? Cool. Yeah, this one's actually pretty nice. Like, it's a lot. It's interesting. I like it a lot more than Liang's and her character story. Not bad. Purple. Purple. On the sofa, Script wriggles like a silkworm struggling inside its cocoon. ... The newspaper reads, Shadow Spy sinks. Noire turns out box office bomb. It's not the art exhibit calling. They don't give invites to failures.
Alam.
Then, high heels rapidly pounding the concrete draw near, followed by the spilling of papers on the ground. I think that Noire has this playing through her head when she zones out, yeah. Just what, the ringing? Yeah. What's wrong, Miss Noire?
Huh?
Did she step on the pedal? Wait, what? What pedal? What do you mean? I was wearing that purple outfit lately. What happened to the other one you used to wear? It's not purple, bro. It just got old. I don't wear it anymore.
너도 계종이고.
I was like that one. Purple, 1984. 1984. Who was that on the phone just now? This was the moment before the accident, so her leg was still fine. Oh, you mean when, yeah, when she was driving, yes. That was prior to the accident. Just the usual, telemarketers, nothing important. Lynn sighs as she ponders how long it's been since she stopped reacting to those calls. Here's today's paper, the company documents you never bother with, and this is... Lynn opens the envelope and quickly scans through its contents.
一封勒索信.
Blackmail? Really? Nora's interest peaks as she reaches out, gesturing for Lynn to help her up from the couch. I don't. That's pink. I mean, I guess some shades of pink can be purple. I don't even remember what the color looked like. Give it here.
Okay.
Miss Noire, hello. If you don't want this photo to go public, deposit 1, 2, 3, 4, only 4 zeros into this account by tomorrow. The deadline was 3 days ago. Oh no. Then, Noire flashes Lynn a reproachful glance. I then assumed it was just more junk mail and tossed it by the shredder. If she hadn't found it, we'd probably never even know. Lynn runs her fingers through her messy hair.
Ah, my.
Well, I guess we'd have found out about it from the papers eventually. She deftly extracts the entertainment pages from the stack of newspapers, covering a mess of half-eaten noodles and crumpled papers. Before long, they locate Noire's photo in a corner of the paper. Disgraced director Dark Turn, puppet abuse shocker. The photo was blurry to begin with, and the cheap print has left the picture all but undecipherable. Wow, so not even my scandals are worth anything now. Noire gestures with her hand, sizing up the space with dissatisfaction. My picture's even smaller than Azim's. Remember they said the film roll caused the accident after it absorbed enough and then start to enter a larger recharge for a greater effect. Maybe. I'd have to go back and read. I didn't recall anything about that thing. Could this have been someone from the crew? No, it's just a shot of me directing Azing and the others during a shoot. How dull. It's nothing. Just a story about puppets. Moore folds her arms behind her head, clearly unimpressed. I thought they might have dug out something worth giving of lying. Anyway, I should check through those documents.
Yeah, the evil film roll. Proposal.
It's a reply from another financier. They're pulling their funding. Judging from your expression, this doesn't say how happy they are to be investing in the film. Lynn nods. But Noire's expected Barb never comes. For Lynn, its absence brings a twinge of sadness. A couple of flops in that renowned director title doesn't quite carry the same weight, does it? Her eyes wander over the awards on the wall, and she chuckles bitterly. No hits means no guarantees. These awards are the only things keeping me fed. I'll use this one to sip my soup at lunch, and that pointy one with the spear. That could make for a decent fork. Might be a bit heavy. Oh, and the square one, a perfect candle holder for the table. Noire rearranges her awards, setting them on the highest shelf of the bookcase. Save for the ones on the far right-hand side, the others have gathered a layer of dust. Miss Noire, please, let's stop joking around for the moment. Instead, she gazes with utmost reverence at the row of awards. Fixed to the leftmost award is a Polaroid photograph. The corner of the photo is faded under the steady stream of sunlight filtering through the curtains. Oh, it's the crew. The center of the photo, Noire, Horijin, and Chuseng beam with wide smiles, their hands cradling an award between them. I mean, it's not between them. At that moment, the cast and crew were grounding in behind them, all smiling. It was the first of CO7's hits. Those were the glory days. Now look at Shadow Spy. The box office is in the pits. Deep in the pits. Still, I somehow managed to get 3 awards for it. All the accolades without the audience. Her eyes don't drift from the show.
你幫我
Could you take that photo down for me, Lynn? Lynn steps forward and hands the photo to her.
然後
Now, sell whatever can be sold. What? Sell off whatever can be sold. The company, the awards, the house, the cars. Just leave the studio as it is. Jason's neck is so messed up looking on that CG. I remember someone mentioned that. I didn't notice for myself. Tip costs more to be extra stress causing the accident. Oh, that's also a possibility. Like, I don't know if it's that or if it's actually just literally just her own distress. Right? Big shift going forward, but at least I'll still have this sofa. She pats the sofa like an old friend. Lynn is still in shock, unable to determine if this is just another one of her jokes. And then I think what hit was one of those monsters. Did everything we got into Spring Bloom? I don't think so. I think it actually was just her running a red light. It fits more thematically. Like, if it was just a monster coming in to beat the shit out of her, then it's like, alright, what does this story mean then, right? But if it's because of her own carelessness and her own, like, suppressing her own emotions to the point where they burst forth, unable for her to, like, control them, then it kind of fits the story a bit more. You're serious? There's a momentary pause as she weighs her decision once more, then a nod. Shadows by, plain as day, the ice of Smola, 3 bombs in a row. No one's going to gamble on me now. It's either this or I leave the industry. I need this one. This is my last chance to prove Noire's still worth a damn. If that won't raise enough, then I'll set up meetings, make some social connections, and then get the funding together. No matter what it takes. Lynn can't help but examine her employer. Outwardly, she doesn't seem any difference, but it feels as though she has undergone a sudden transformation from within. Social connections, selling everything that wasn't nailed down. None of this matches the woman she knows, the one who lived in a frozen world of silver salts and 2-dimensional film, moving frame by frame. Now it seems she's entered the world of the living at last. Miss Noire, I've never seen you like this before. Noire smiles at Lynn before steering her wheelchair towards the window. I realized how much I relied on her until she was gone. Without Teresa, I've got no chance of holding onto my spot in this savage industry. So if I want to stay afloat, let alone dream of reaching our former heights, I need to start employing a hurried state of mind.
呢部戲會證明我已經脫胎換骨，
This has to be a proof of
所
my
以就算
transformation.
使晒成副身
I
家
need to put everything
我
on
都
the
要
line to
拍
make
完
it
佢。
happen. The big ass monster appearing on Tom Hinton. Besides, this may be my last shot. Her smile was beaming in the reflection of the window, and yet it doesn't seem to hold any warmth.
所以
You're still studying my reaction, aren't you? Always trying to get a read on me. Make it sound so insidious. Her expression disappears from the glass. I'll get it done, Miss Noire. Oh, by the way, there's a letter for you from the hospital. The doctor wants you to reconsider going to rehabilitation. Leave it on the table. She glances back, but Lynn has already left the office. On top of the stacks of tabloid newspaper lies an aqua blue letter. Hospital. That envelope matches the sky today. Noire sits in front of the window, waiting without a word for Lynn's reply until the sunset paints the sky a deep orange. Excuse me.
Bossy.
Miss Noire. She ran a red light, and the person who hit the car was one of those souls who appeared because they couldn't find what it. I mean, possibly, yeah. Oops. Oh, you're back. There's palpable exhaustion in her voice. In the Spring Bloom, you'll need to arrange your shooting schedule. Right. She stretches and, with a soft motion, taps the aqua blue envelope. Doctor can wait. There's something more urgent I need to take care of. Oh god, my allergies are really fucking me up right now. Oy. Oh, okay. Another mini game. Let's see. Let's see. Where is the block we need? Okay, I see. So... Wait. Hang on. This green one isn't movable, is it? There's nothing else we can really do. Oh, it is. What the heck? Oh, wait. There we go. Did I fuck up? I might have fucked up. I think that was supposed to go here, actually. How? Yeah, I don't think that was right. Hang on. So there's no way for me to get over there, so maybe that was right. I don't know, because we can just do that. Right? Okay, I was afraid it would go down. Up. Up. There's no way to get there, actually. Oh, I see. There we go. I am a literal god. Trying to hear everybody with this one took me 10 minutes or so. Oh, we got it. We're good. We're good. Aqua. Oh, we're in Australia. Hospital. In the bright, fragrant hallway, a nurse sets a cup of flower tea on the low table before Noire. Miss Noire, you know you're already 6 months overdue for therapy. It did not at all, yeah. The nurse's words are as soft and sweet as white sugar. Sorry, I was shooting a film. After In the Spring Bloom releases, Lynn finally manages to convince Noire to return to the hospital. Please wait just a moment. The doctor will see you shortly. Sure. The nurse offers a slight bow before heading back to her reception desk. Even in this private hospital, the waiting area is filled with people. All seats are fully occupied, and at the far end of the hallway, a group of women stands by the wall, engaged in quiet conversation. Nora looks around briefly before patting the vacant spot on her wheelchair. Here to rest your legs for a while. Faster than I did. I did not see the star there. Yeah, I almost screwed up because I didn't see the little springboard with blue. I just remembered you had to change colors and stuff. As Lynn looks at Nora's smiling face, she can't help but sigh. Sometimes I wonder if things were better the way you were before. If I hadn't shaped up, then she and Elisa would have left the company. Did they say something to you? She shakes her head. Wrangling CG is a hospital. I guess it's better than using the Lapis CG. Yep, the Lapis CG is actually a hospital, though. I met an old partner, but I guess this is like the reception room or whatever. I met an old partner at the launch party. Told me they had already handed over their resumes to him. But in the end, they decided to stick around, didn't they? There seems to be nothing to discern from Nora's smile. All her emotions, good and bad, are locked up somewhere beneath it. Miss Noire, the doctor is ready for you. Please go in. Thanks. I'm guessing she waited too long and now, like, she might have been able to get her legs back, but now it's just not going to happen. I mean, obviously it's not going to happen, but I think possibly it's because she waited so long. She nods to the nurse, who then grips the armrest of the wheelchair and pushes her into the room. It won't take long. I'll be out soon. She turns her head to say the words confidently. Well, judging by the scans, it appears you're recovering well, Miss Noire. The doctor uses a magnifying glass to examine the x-rays, pointing to a set of bones that Noire cannot identify. Based on your condition, with some surgical intervention and rehabilitation, we believe it's possible for you to regain the use of your legs. However, I see you've been refusing rehabilitation so far. Is there something specific you are worried about? And you live in a country with free healthcare, please. Please. I haven't been to the hospital in like a decade at this point. Then may I ask why you're refusing treatment?
因為
Because I needed this. Ignoring the doctor's confused look, Noire places her hand over her lifeless legs, gently smoothing out the wrinkles in her skirt.
對我嚟講，
These useless legs in this chair, you remind me that I never want to return to the way I was before. Mandel's harp concerto in B-flat major weaves through the air from a distant radio, with only the harp's rich, soothing tones drawing the ear. That's it? Oh, she's gonna refuse treatment, huh? Noire shuts her eyes, taking in a deep breath. Aqua, 1985. 3 years after the X. Oh, look at that. Everyone say hi to the bot. On the set of In the Spring Bloom. Cut. As Noire's voice rings out, the leading couple in the spotlight pull away from their tight embrace with professional distance. The set around them come to life with movement and chatter. Water is handed out and makeup is retouched. Crew members flit past the camera's frame attending to their duties. No treatment paychecks for it, yeah, actually. In the corner tent, Noire and her assistant director stand by the monitor, speaking in low tones. A quick nod from Noire brings the script supervisor, megaphone in hand, towards the center of the set. That's a wrap, everyone. Yay! A wave of energy follows the announcement, but for a few present, the rush of completion is replaced with the impending task of finishing their work. At the far end of the set, 2 crew members rush forward, holding bright bouquets. They give them to the lead actors, then beg to take a photo to mark the end of the filming. I hope they give you enough room. The props team is bringing a bamboo ladder out to clear away the decorations. One by one, they begin to check and count the inventory, making sure nothing is left behind. Elisa heads back to the director's tent. Alright, Miss Noire has organized up a rap party at Chingolo. It's been a tough shoot, so we're all expected to eat, drink, and let loose. Let's have a great time. Thank you, Miss Noire. The news of the rap party in the evening lifts spirits all around. As the crew moves about, tidying up the set with relaxed efficiency, Noire turns to Lynn, observing her quietly. So what do you think? It's a great New Year comedy, one that oozes your unique style but with a lot of commercial appeal. No, not the movie. I want to know about the atmosphere on the set. What's your take? The crew is busy tearing down the set as the studio begins to take on its original appearance once more. This was the set for Shadow Spy once upon a time. It's a far cry from those days. The set is so full of life now. Your transformation has had an impact on everything. Noire lowers her head and smooths out the creases in her skirt. Really, not bad. Not bad at all. With a tender touch, Noire's fingers glide over the fabric of her skirt. It's hard to tell just what she's most pleased by. Right. Right. Before long, Noire emerges from the examination room, a smile on her face as she shares the details of what occurred inside. Finally realize maybe don't treat my people. Yeah. Very good looking now that I see her. She is. She really is. They give the NPCs a lot of detail in this chapter. I'm rather surprised by it, honestly. Once more, that same inscrutable feeling envelops Lynn. So you're going to give up your legs as some kind of reminder. It's more than that. They're a balance, or an anchor, if you will. A reminder to not lose myself in my own world again, not to neglect the people around me. Noire's fingers run over the fabric of her skirt, and Lynn, now sure of it, realizes her earlier suspicion was right. You remind me of how much I rely on all of you and the price I paid when I lost her. All along, Noire had been silently thanking her legs. That's why I refused treatment. And I intend to stay like this forever.
而且
I've told you before that I wouldn't let them interfere with my work. They haven't. It kind of makes sense now why she's so flippant about her disability, right? Well, she always jokes about it. But you, Lynn, you followed me this whole way. You even sold your clothes. Why didn't you ever consider leaving? You figured that out, did you? That outfit wasn't nearly old enough for you to just get rid of it for no reason. She recalls the day in her old purple suit, the day she told her a lie. It's just that I wanted to see what you could do, whether you could really make it work.
咁你揾到答案未?
So, did you find out the answer? She gently pats Lynn, then pushes the wheelchair towards the hospital exit by herself. The golden rays glinting off the wheel are almost blinding. The high heels and clacking wooden puppet steps fade away beyond an automatic door. I'm going to need you to take care of these doctors again. They've decided I need more psychological counseling. Oh no. God forbid a woman doesn't want her legs to work. There is some quiet dissatisfaction she takes in how her... There is some quiet satisfaction she takes in how her once tyrannical boss has become so... What are they trying to say? She takes in... Oh, in how her once tyrannical boss has become so dependent. The wording of that threw me off a little bit, not gonna lie. Because it wouldn't work, the procedure would be a half-assed procedure. I don't know. Like, if all it really takes is recovery and, like, physical rehab, I'd say she could probably figure out how to walk if she really put it. She could, like, learn to walk again if she really wanted to. I just don't think she actually wants to. Yellow. Yellow. Oh, we're in Vienna, look at that. Award ceremony. And now the film nominated for Best Director this year are Wang Changmai, A Century Away from Home, Julia Qing, The Codebreaker, and Noire, Where Shadows Walk. And the winner of the Best Director award is Noire, Where Shadows Walk. Congratulations. Gold, 1988. That's very great. Office. The day before the award ceremony. Boring, dull, trite, inane. Several scripts land on the floor. Noire taps the wheel impatiently. Why are all these films just rehashes of everything I've watched since the day I was born? I mean, we had enough of these already? These are all the scripts Elisa screened. There isn't a single one you're happy with. Switching around a few jobs and characters don't make a new story. Some of these arcs are totally incoherent. They've just been thrown in to match this year's box office template. I'm tired of reading them. Just imagine how much worse it'll be for those poor audiences. There should be a waiting period, 30 years at least, before filmmakers are allowed to use the same old tricks. Just grow old in peace and try them again on their new generation. Me when fucking Marvel movies constantly. Nora raise her hand dismissively, prompting Lynn to gather scripts from the table and throw them into a waiting trash can. Any response from the writers? A company screenwriting team. When Noire's film returns to the public eye, she was buried in opportunities from all directions. Old film companies with proud legacies, new conglomerates yet to enter the movie industry but eager to claim their share, and even a few unsavory underground organizations. One funny thing is Noire's story only 7 parts long, others 8. I wonder if it was cut out in the end. Like the last chapter, probably. There's probably something to do with it. No. Modern audience. Hey, I enjoyed the Minecraft movie. That was a fun movie. Like, it wasn't particularly good, but it was a fun movie. However, I hear they're working on a crime flick. That Nora's saying this all the way back in the 80s. I mean, it's the 90s, right? But I get your point, yeah. Another crime drama. The police certainly have their hands full, don't they? We're in America, baby. Of course they do. You have 8 meetings today, and 3 of them overlap. Somehow you'll need to squeeze in time for another script. And your first meeting started about 17 minutes ago. Nora's about to speak, but then beats her to the punch.
我知你想講乜.
As head of the film department, it's your duty to assess all these new movie plans. And now you've got a boss of your own. Nora's half-parted lips move as if to speak, but then she reconsiders. I don't know if you're aware, but this whole episode... Oh, this is in China? Wait, I thought we were in, Los Angeles at this point, no? When does Nora move to Los Angeles, then? What the heck? Nora would have crashed out, Mr. Repair. Yeah, if she saw the Minecraft movie, she'd probably be like, what the hell is this? We're having to deal with telemarketers. Actually, no, maybe not. Because it's not like Minecraft was... it's not like it recycled old movies, right? Like that she's talking about here. It was its own thing. It's just not a very good thing. She'd probably just be like, oh, that's different, but hey, it's still shit. With a casual wave, Noire maneuvers her wheelchair and exits the office. Also, I really need to use the restroom. Holy shit. I was planning to go before this note, but I accidentally clicked on it. Wait. Sigh. In the quiet of the night, following a full day of meetings, Noire finds herself alone on the company rooftop. Across the city, neon lights pulse in steady patterns, and headlights streak through the skies. Through the streets. A lively performance, but one devoid of joy. There's no sound but the soft rippling of wind. Staring out into the faint specks of light in the far distance of the night, Noire takes a cigarette from her pocket. As she moves to light it, a woman's voice startles her. Okay, so it's all in China then, huh? Okay, I see. I think the main story mentions that Noire hasn't been in the US that long yet. Oh, okay, so this is all China. I see. Miss Noire. Ah. Her hand trembles and the cigarette slips from between her fingers, plummeting from the rooftop into the shadows below. That was my last one, then. Noire turns her head, revealing a painfully phony smile. Why aren't you home already? I've been going through the minutes. It's late. Go home. I need a little space to focus on myself for a change, alright? What are you thinking about? What else? The film, of course. You're still thinking about it. Noire doesn't respond all at once, choosing instead to look back over the cityscape in silence. This is a thriving international city, glitz, glamour, and excess. But from here, it feels like I can hold all of it in the palm of my hand. As she voiced the entire line. The city is filled with countless dreamers, young souls pushing through harsh realities, hoping for one moment when destiny finally smiles on them. Oh. Boy. The skyscrapers are the limits of her gaze. At the limits of her gaze are nothing but darkened silhouettes, with green lasers tracing patterns far beyond them in the night sky. Guess it's close to how you feel right now. It isn't enough. In the end, the Inferno will devour all that surrounds them. Lynn observes Noire at her side, her expression now solemn as she fixes her gaze far beyond the skyline. Done with the city. My art belongs across the Pacific, beyond these waves, not stuck between these little islands. Are you curious to see whether I'll succeed, or do you just want to be there when I crash and burn? Either one. I mean, at least she's upfront about it. Lynn snaps with a faint indifference.
I
can feel myself becoming the same kind of person. It's never enough. Always needs more. Right? Thank you. Noire wheels herself onto the stage, her voice muffled at first as the microphone hasn't yet been lowered to her level. My thanks goes out to the judges and the crew. This isn't just my award, this award belongs to all of us. Where the shadows walk is the culmination of so many people's combined effort and dedication. As she says this, Noire tilts herself towards the crew seating area, bowing courteously. The crowd erupts in applause once more. Okay, I don't like how her thing goes over the jacket like this. Like, that just looks weird to me. I don't like that. It's strange being back up here. Lynn sure as well, yeah. Like, I'm surprised they gave her so much of a role in this side story. Much has changed since that first time I stood on the stage. There's something to unpack with the dynamic between Lynn and Noire. I don't know where to start with. Yeah, I'm really surprised that Lynn got as much as she did. Because I mean, it's not like she's just like a background character either. She's there's some nuance to her, right? Noire has the frame of her wheelchair, eliciting a round of good-natured laughter from the audience. It's tough, loyal, and always there when I need it. If only we could say the same about everyone in our lives. Noire intentionally holds a silence, watching the faint flickers of awkward smiles forming in the crowd. Linda admires, oh yeah, of course she does, for sure. She wouldn't have stuck around if she didn't. The loss of a close friend, the crash, the paralysis. I won't lie, these past years have been hard, and I've been silent for much of it. A lot of people have had their doubts about me. Some decided to abandon me entirely, and I don't entirely blame them. I've always thought of life as a montage of moments, and with so much behind me now, my picture's completely changed. I don't like her I2 compared. Yeah, her I2 I think is a little bit drab. I can understand what they were going for with the design, but I just like her base one better. Just being able to be up here again is proof enough to the world that I'm still going strong. Noire gazes over the sea of faces beneath her. There are a few she knows, but far more she's never met. Her mind lingers on those missing from the crowd, the ones who left the craft behind, the ones who didn't have a choice. She pauses, her head bowed in silent reflection, but as she lifts her gaze, her director's persona resurfaces.
再一次多謝大家支持。
To everyone who supported
喺
us,
今日呢
I
個重
offer
要嘅
you my
日
heartfelt
子，
thanks. On
我
this
有一個
momentous
消
day,
息
I have something
想話
important
俾
to
大
share
家
with
知。
you all.
我已經決定同以前嘅自己講再見，開始一段新嘅旅程。請大家拭目以待。
Look forward to it. Her eyes sweep over the crowd, their shared tongue and similar upbringing reminding her of the connections they still hold. Until next year, everyone. Amid the audience's cheers, Noire makes her way down from the stage. Within half an hour, she and Lynn are already on a flight to Los Angeles. Oh, they're booking it. Take one final look. Noire lifts the shade covering the airplane window. Why do I hear Cantonese? We're playing some reverse. We're playing Noire's story. Also, hi Priscilla, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Autumn was in earlier. I don't know if he's still in. Noire lifts the shade covering the airplane window. It's only a matter of hours now. Then we'll be stepping into the great unknown. Are you ready for it, Lynn? I2 is like her flashy side when her I1 is more grounded. Yeah. Because I think her I2 was, as a whole, was designed to work with the entire picture, right? The entire, like, portrait art. Which means as a standalone, when it's just her sprite, I think it doesn't fit quite as well. Hello, hey, Noire, how are you? We're pretty much almost done, honestly. We're on chapter 6, I think. Following Lynn's words, Noire lets her eye mask slip down, settling down comfortably into her chair. My mother told yeah. The runway blurs beneath the plane as it speeds up, and after a fleeting moment of weightlessness, the pale dots of red and green below blur and vanish into the night. Goodbye, good night. So weird hearing Kanto. I very much love this game. Yeah. I mean, the voice acting, man. It's always gotta be the voice acting. Alright, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and then we'll get to the last chapter, yeah? Yeah. Oh, and that thing. Oops. Alright. Okay. I'm more surprised if someone wasn't writing old. I would be very surprised. as well. But I mean, at the same time, I haven't seen a lot of fanfic for this game. All right. I speak Mandarin, but my parents speak Kanto. My country has many people speak Italian. Well, I mean, I guess it has to do with where you were raised up. I'm assuming, right? Right? Like even if your parents speak a certain, like my parents speak a certain thing of Filipino, right? But I do not. I speak a different thing, or not even speak. I understand a different thing. Fuck, man. Wait, hang on. I've confused myself. Yes. Is this even right? Wait, it's fine. It's fine. I don't know if I was supposed to do that. I'm gonna go with you. Nothing on green. Nothing. Yeah, I think that was right. Surprised there's an interaction between Willow and Noire in those in the wilderness. Oh, I guess like not having legs and stuff. Yeah, that'd be interesting, considering how differently they perceive it. No, wait. No, not the red. Yeah, that is kind of interesting actually. I'm assuming there's something here for a different color. Actually, they might have one now that I think about it. Because you know how you have like the wilderness interactions? Like maybe we just haven't unlocked it or something. White. Come on, watch me. I can ride a horse now. Nor didn't care that much. Meanwhile, Willow was rotting in her home. It's not even that Noire didn't care. Noire embraced it. She actively embraced it. She could have gotten her legs back, but she chose not to. Right? Like that's the complete opposite of how Willow chose to accept that. Almost me a lot. I know she does. I drew this. Flashbang incoming. That's lovely, my sweet girl. She was always so gentle and patient with me. Her words were a constant stream of encouragement and support. Mommy, can you listen to the new song I learned on the piano? You go ahead and play it, darling. Mommy still needs to finish chat. Come on, man. Still deep down I always felt she never tried to form a deeper connection with the person I truly was. All she wanted was for me to be a good girl. Until I heard the aunties chatting in the kitchen this morning. Yes. Great, Willow just cut down. Yeah, that too. They said. Her eyes were fixed on me as if silently urging me to keep talking. Then it hit me. I'd find the perfect hook to keep Mommy's eyes on me forever. I had to hold on to this moment and show her part of myself she's never seen before. Then gossip. So that she lost her purse on her way to buy groceries this morning. Oh, and then? And she searched all along the way she'd walked, but in the end she had to go to the police. Feels like Mommy's not fully focused anymore. Maybe it's because she already knew how the story would end. But then... I spoke louder to hold her attention. I had to think up something to change the course of the story. I was torn and her wallet slipping into the lining of her pants. The wallet wasn't lost after all. But actually, it was all just a dream I had last night. I made it all up. Made up a lie to get her attention, and then made up another one to keep it. Next time you should tell me that part of the story first. I got to have a career before the accident. Willow was just cut down her prime. You have to be a director in a wheelchair. Yeah. Like, there's definitely differences in their circumstances, but I feel like most people would be pretty upset, regardless, about losing their legs. Right? Hold your attention. As she walked away, it was like she was stepping into a heavy fog formed by her other responsibilities. Where she wasn't only a mother, she was a businesswoman, a leader, a manager. It was an expanse of white created by combining every color in the world. It's the best color to complement all the others. Without the white, we wouldn't be able to see the red clearly. She hasn't even figured it out herself yet. White, 1991. Film studio. Oh, the phone's room. Bright incandescent bulbs fill the room with a solid white light. Her new studio is practically identical to the one she sold back home. Her first film, an old group photo, the wheelchair she made the choice to depend on. It's a snapshot of my life, but it's still not enough to recreate an authentic version of me. Moore's fingers danced through her short hair, her head gracefully tilting to the right. Green light. Is this green metaphor really enough? She absorbs herself in thought. Or perhaps we need to alter the order of colors as they emerge from the darkness. She mumbles. Standing in front of that grave, Chi-Sing would be so angry with me. Moore nonchalantly waves her puppets away. They retreat back into her wheelchair. Maybe it's because I can only think of Teresa in situations like this. Lost in her thoughts, the wheelchair slowly rolls her back to the computer.
What do you think that was? A memory? Or a story? Do you think that's true?
You're
Really?
breaking the fourth wall already. More powers of the computer and a blue glow washes over her face. That's definitely not blue.
Try as we might to disguise it. Stories are just lies with good marketing.
You are the observer to this little tale, so you alone have the power to judge. Is that the first fourth wall break we've gotten? What the heck? That's an interesting one. I like the story. I don't think it was as strong as Liang's, but I still think it was quite a good one. Oh. Hit the other side of that block. Surprised at the sun. Yeah. I'm very interested in that. Like, why? What was the point? Assuming these can be pushed. Yes. It can be. Doesn't matter which way I push them. Wait. I think I'm supposed to push him down past that red thing. I have to look up a guide for it. Oh boy. Alright. Okay. Go. Fucker. Oh, this can be pushed. Alright then. Well. Sure. And whatever you say. We can't jump though. Oops. This is a longer one. Oh, you know what? I think I might have messed up with that first, block. Rather, it needs to be red. Fucking idiot. We'll see. That blue one may be in the wrong spot. I don't call this puzzle. I think I must have skipped over it. It's an interesting one. Yeah, that blue one definitely is in the wrong spot. Shit. Can we still salvage this? I'm assuming it's still possible to push it back. It is. Okay. Red. Nope. We want red to be visible. Yep. Green, not visible. I'm stuck inside the fucking thing. It's fine. The new Dolby story was fun, yeah. It wasn't hard for me, yeah. I think I see what you're supposed to do here. Oh, I fucked up. Yeah. Alright. Alright, that's fine. I'm assuming the red and the blue ones are interchangeable, so I don't have to worry too much about it. In terms of height. Yes. No. That's by still. You're saying I don't have an opinion other than Noire seems really well adjusted due to the actor. Yes. I think it kind of falls into this this thing I've spoken about before, where it's like this idea that the character has already got. Why can I not get that blue thing? Please. Wait, what? Oh, cannot change it. Okay. Well, this idea I've mentioned before of like a character who's already finished their story essentially. Prior to the main story actually starting, right? The idea of someone who's like, she's not exactly a wounded healer so much since she doesn't really fulfill the role of a healer, but she is someone who's kind of more individuated in the sense that she's kind of broken free of expectations of her and sort of found out who she is supposed to be as an individual person. I don't really ever see Noire being back to her bones before the accident. Yeah, we don't really get a lot of that aspect of her. But honestly, we don't get much of the the fuck is overlapping right now? Oh, fuck me. Did I screw this up? Man. Oh, I cannot fix this. That's frustrating. Man, that wasn't my fault. That's just annoying, honestly. Say, do we want to do the green first? What is the intention in the fourth wall break? I've been really is making us question how accurate the whole story was and not showing her mystery and points. It could be a deliberate choice to show Noire. That too. Possibly, but I also think she's more concerned. She's less concerned with her own personal image. Is how I read it, right? Like she doesn't care how she comes off as long as the story told is good, which means I don't know what that means for the overall narrative. Though. Like, I'd have to think about it a little bit more for sure. This was my fault. It sounded like they were saying the light was actually green. Bruh, the block was already green. Come on. Alright, I need to remember to set it to green before I start pushing this red dude. Otherwise, we're just gonna fuck it up again. You know, this would be a lot less frustrating if they gave you like a retract move option. Wait. You're not getting me again. There we go. And that's it. That's the end of the story. Damn. In my opinion, the scene at the end was just referring to the story where she was little and talking to her assistant. Wrap it up, yeah. That makes sense. Like just her, like it being her origins or whatever. I think that's a very interesting thing. Like not the wall break so much as the that whole young Noire scene seemed a very interesting option to include. Yay. I have to do alarm sounds and critter crash. Oy. I'm probably not gonna do this tonight, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have to write a script that I have been kind of slacking on lately. So I'm probably gonna be ending stream soon, so I have a couple hours to write it before I have to go to bed.
Coats gathered around there is one big advantage to my metallic body.
Is there anything I need to do prior, though? Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing, critter crash and alarm sounds on stream. These I might just try to grind out on my own, just because I don't have a ton of time. If I do, I'll announce it, and then we can do that and limbo and all the other stuff I need to do. But most likely I'll just do these on my own because I need to be writing this fucking script. I want it out before the end of the patch. Okay. All right. I at least think the scenes with Lynn weren't made up. It's hard to imagine Noire coming up with that unless she secretly ships. Yeah, I think it's a mix of, if the entire story is meant to be a kind of a is it real, is it not? At least some aspects of it are true, right? True to life, and then others are embellished, since that is the job of a movie maker. I think Allura might be right, though. Or was it Allura who said that? Yeah, I think Allura might be right. Or I mean Mask, rather. That it was just the last scene, since that last scene with her as a child doesn't really seem to fit with the rest of that story. Like, there was really no point in including it, I think. Unless it was meant to tie in directly to that final part. The fourth wall break was odd, regardless. You still have the Semmelweis story? There's a Semmelweis story? What do you mean? What do you mean? Wait, what? The anecdote? I've done Semmelweis' anecdote. See, we're good. Let me do a quick run of Shori and then we'll call it. The new roguelike endings? Oh, I've done that. I got the Semmelweis ending. I like that ending. I like that ending a lot, actually. I know it's not canon, but I like it quite a bit.
Harmony is precious.
Is there another ending besides the Semmelweis ending, or is that all that's been out so
Please
far?
allow me. Colorful clouds.
The new ending and another one that will be the end. Okay, but we don't have that last one yet, right? We only have the 3 endings so far. Yeah, I was grinding out on Series of Dust earlier in the week because I wanted to get a new devil skin. Since I've kind of been slacking on that.
I look forward to punishing you.
Warning, warning, the puppy is fleeing.
The dust isn't both grinding for. So I still need to grind Showdown to finish up the story. We're 1.5 weeks away from the manuscript. Marcus's trial from being added time. Recoletta. Oh! Right, Recoletta's getting added, god damn. I haven't really decided if I want to pull for her or not. Because I know she's really strong, and people are saying she's been Song 2.0. And I've already missed a Win Song. Like, at some point I need to be pulling for decent characters so I don't struggle as hard. But also, I want Aleph, right? Though from what I've heard, Regulus can replace Aleph later. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm thinking, I think if I do pull for Recoletta, we do another punishment game. Because that first one was kind of fun. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll think about it. Okay. Stuff. Alright. I think... Oh, I overshot. Oh well. Silver. 10, really? Fucker. Alright. If I were you, I'd lock in for impromptu. Also, I heard you replace Regulus with Voyager, not Aleph. Okay. Yes, Voyager, right, okay. Guess we're going for Aleph, then. I'm not even on pity, man. I don't know if I'm going to go deep for Aleph, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to roll until I hit a 5-star, but I'm not feeling too confident about the next limited coming out. Like, because I need to roll for Caparina as well. So, pray I win the 50-50, I guess. Fuck. Cannot afford this shit. Okay. It's gonna be a stream for tonight. I want to work on a script, so I'm gonna call it for tonight, and then whether I do this stuff on stream or not, we'll see. I assume there's not too much in terms of lore relevance there. But that's gonna be it. Thank you all for coming in. Yeah, and also Fructose and Autumn were in earlier in the stream. I don't know if they're still here, but definitely give them both a follow. They're both Reverse creators, and they're both fantastic.